Alrighty, let's take a look at this question. 150 grade 12 students, might need that 150 later, were asked which of the following 3 television programs they watch regularly: CSI, Survivor, and Amazing Race. Now, then they do the breakdown. 102 students watch CSI, which means everything in the red circle here that I drew would add up to 102. 70 watch Survivor, so everything in the blue circle would add up to 70. Can't really put those on the Venn diagram yet because there's like 4 regions that in each of the circles. Okay, and then let's jump down to the both part. Every student watched at least one. 25 watched both CSI and Survivor, which would be these 2 regions. It would be the overlap of the blue and red circles, so these 2 regions. And again, we can't put that on there because it's 2 different regions. So let's see what they're asking for. Let X, I actually cut off with the question, but they're asking how many students watched all 3 programs, and that would be our X value. So we're going to put that right in the middle here. That's X. They watched all 3, and that's what we're trying to solve for. Okay, now that we know that is unknown, we're going to go back to the overlap, the first overlap we came across. 25 students watched both CSI and Survivor. So these 2 regions, here and here, the overlap of the 2 circles, will add up to 25. And we don't know this one, but we know we called it X, so that means this other region could be called 25 minus X. So that's what we're going to put here, 25 minus X. Hopefully your circles are big enough to write that in there. Okay, next we're going to look at 27 students watch CSI and Amazing Race. Okay, CSI, red circle, Amazing Race, green. So the overlap of those 2 circles would be these 2 regions. This one here and the one we called X. So those 2 regions will add to 27, which means this other region would be 27 minus X. Okay, cool. Now, next one. 30 watch Survivor and Amazing Race, so blue circle, green circle, overlap. Those 2 regions add up to 30. So this one we don't know, we're going to call 30 minus X to take away that other one that we called X. All right, we're doing good. Now, let's go to the other information they gave us. So 102 students watch CSI. So everything in the CSI circle adds to 102. Now, I could just simply go 102 minus, actually, we could do that off to the side, or, yeah, let's do that. I know I did another video a different way, but let's do that. So this region here, this empty region, we're going to find by taking that total that should be in the red circle, 102, and then subtract these other 3 regions, and that will give us this region. It's going to be algebra because X is involved, so let's deal with the CSI circle. So we'd go 102, and then we'd subtract 25 minus X, need brackets around that, subtract X, and subtract 27 minus X. And that will give us, I'm going to call that C for now. That will give us our region right there. Okay, so let's simplify that. 102 and distribute the negative through, so minus 25 plus X, because that negative gets multiplied to each thing. And then we have this minus X, and then again distribute, minus 27 plus X. All right, let's collect like terms. So 102 minus 25. Actually, I'm going to minus 27 first because it's easier for me to do in my head. We would have 75, and then subtract another 25 is going to be 50 if you add all those numbers together. Okay, and then we have plus X minus X. That'll be gone, and then just a plus X. So that means this C that I wrote here is actually going to be 50 plus X. All right, okay, that was that one. Let's do Survivor. All right, survivor, they tell us 70 watched survivor. So I'm going to call this region S just for a moment. S would equal 70 minus all those other three regions within the survivor circle. So minus bracket 25 minus x, minus 30 minus x. All right, make sure you have brackets around the binomials. Okay, now we distribute the negatives, drop the brackets, just like we did on the last one. And then we add numbers and like terms. So 70 minus 30 would be 40, minus 25 would be 15, plus x minus x gone, and then one more plus x. And there we go. So instead of s in there, we are going to have, oh, I can't erase it. We're going to have 15 plus x. I'm going to do that in black so it looks like the rest of it. All right. Okay, we just need to do the last one with Amazing Race. So Amazing Race, same idea. Okay, I'm going to call it R for the moment, so I can say R equals, and our Amazing Race number was 40 inside the Amazing Race circle, so we'd go 40 minus all of the other three regions, 27 minus x in brackets, minus x, minus bracket 30 minus x. Okay, distribute the negatives, drop the brackets, and then we're going to add those numbers. So 40 minus 30 is going to be 10, minus 27 is actually going to be negative 17, and then plus x minus x, and then we're left with a plus x after that. Okie dokie. So now that would be this region here. So R was equal to, actually I'm going to turn it around and write it as x minus 17 instead of negative 17 plus x. Just looks a little cleaner. Okay, now remember how I said we were going to need that total when I first read it? That 150 grade 12 students? So that is going to make basically everything inside of all of these circles should add to 150. So we are going to go 150 total equals, and then just start adding all those things together. So 50 plus x. I'll put it in brackets, although we don't need it because we're just adding, but just so you can see where these are coming from. Plus, and then the 25 minus x, and then plus the x in the middle, plus the 27 minus x, plus, now we'll go to swimming, 15 plus x, and then plus 30 minus x, running out of room. I guess I can always move over. And then, what am I missing? The running one. So plus x minus 17. Okay, so I had 7 regions. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, got everything. Okay, so now the brackets, like I said, we're just adding things, so I don't really need them. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the things that we need to. So let's look at those numbers. Let's see if I can do this in my head. That might be fun. Okay, so 50 plus 25. I'm just going to underline these. 75. And then I'm going to put the 15 next, so that would be 90. Plus the 30 would be 120. Plus the 27. Actually, I'm going to take the 17 away from the 27, so 10. And I already forgot what I was at. So that should add up to 130. Oop, change the color. 1 second. So 130, all of those numbers added together. Okay, now the x's. We've got a plus x and a minus x. So we could cancel that off, plus x minus x. Then we've got another plus x and a minus x. That's gone. Oh, and another one, plus x minus x. Okay, wait. Did all my x's go? Oh, no, we have one left. Good. Whew, that's good. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble. So plus x. And then, look at that nice easy equation. Just subtract 130 on both sides and you get x is equal to 20. Whew, and it's a positive number too, so that's reassuring. So 20 people watched all 3 shows. Watched all 3. And there we go. I hope that helped.